If you want to be able to speak to people and have meaningful conversations with them, then you must learn how to act like a dog to become the best possible speaker that you can be. I am dead serious. You will be able to make quick small talk with the waiter at a restaurant instead of saying you too when they tell you to enjoy your meal. I understand how frightening it may seem to talk to people that you don't know, even if it's for a short time. I was honestly completely crippled by my social anxiety when I was younger. There was this one time when I was 15, my friend took me to play football with his friends, and he was from a different school, so he had a different group of friends, and his friends were waiting for us to come over to him. So he was coming up, he said hello, and he was introducing me. And because I was so awkward and socially anxious, I couldn't look up to their face and look in their eyes when he was introducing me. The whole time I was looking down at their feet. And only gained the confidence to order food for myself and talk to the people in shops when I was around 18. Before then, I would honestly rather starve than order food myself. And I remember that before school, I would absolutely stuff my face so that I wouldn't actually be hungry during school and I wouldn't have to go out and eat during lunch. And it has taken me 3 more years and only in the last few weeks that I've actually started to make small talk with people. Yes, that's the unfortunate and harsh reality for me. It took me 21 years to be able to talk to people, and not even random people. Before a few weeks ago, I wasn't even able to make small talk with my girlfriend's family, even though I knew everything I needed to do for over a year. But I didn't do it, I overthought it, and I suffered through a lot of awkward small talk because of it. So where does being like a dog come into being a good speaker? Dogs obviously can't even speak, and can only associate some of the words their owners say with actions. Yet you hear plenty of people talk to their dog, and even talk to their dog about their day or their problems. And the reason why people do that is pretty simple. Dogs are happy to see you anytime at all. They give you their full attention and listen no matter what you're saying or doing, and they're also non-judgmental. So take for example, imagine you're walking somewhere. You look over and you see your friend and they see you. You see their face light up and they come over to greet you. Even just seeing that they're excited to see you will make you feel important and loved. And you will be without a doubt much more open to speak to them and be yourself around them. And this is all before you've actually even said anything. So then you're actually talking to this person, and you can see that you have their complete attention. And they're listening to every word you're saying like it's their favourite song playing over and over again. And you feel even more important and loved, since every one of your words is so important to them, and you certainly will feel listened to. And you notice one more thing when you're talking to them. They have this genuine and innocent smile on them. There's just something about them that makes you certain that they're not judging you in any shape or form. Now tell me, how would you feel when talking to someone like that? You would feel incredibly important and loved, and you will always want to talk to that person. And that person isn't even saying anything to you. So if a dog can do it, why can't you? So give whoever you're talking to so much love when you see them, that they feel amazing and that every one of their words is important before they even speak to you. Give your full undivided attention. Listen to them like you're listening to your favourite song over and over again. And don't listen to respond, listen to listen. And once they're done talking, then respond. And be non-judgmental. Don't criticize what they do, and don't take responsibility for their problems. To sum it up simply, just listen to what they're saying. And I know you're saying right now, but only listening won't make me a good speaker. And you'd be right, there is more that comes with it. But certainly the most important thing you can do to become a good speaker is to listen. All the greatest speakers that you can think of are also great listeners, because they know to talk about things people care about, and they know what people care about by listening to them. So if you've taken the time to listen to what people are saying and you make them feel important and understood, that's fantastic. But you're not done just yet. It is also vitally important that you're genuinely interested in what the person is saying, and you also assume that the other person knows something that you don't. And if you're only feeling one of these things towards the other person, so for example, you are genuinely interested in what they're saying, but you don't assume that they know something you don't, or vice versa, you will still of course be able to talk to them, but it won't be as good and interesting of a conversation as it should than if you really cared as much as you could. However, if you're not genuinely interested in talking to the person and don't assume that the person knows something you don't, then it's probably best that you don't talk to the person at all. So in terms of actual speaking, ask questions. This ties in with being genuinely interested in the person and assuming that they know something that you don't. So ask questions to find out more about the other person and make the conversation about them and not you. Have you ever told someone about a problem of yours and they go on to tell a story about how bad they had it and don't seem to care that you said anything at all? They don't ask you how you are, and they just go on about themselves. You don't end up liking those people very long, so don't be like them. It's that most people are more interested in talking about themselves than others. So ask them questions and don't say much about yourself. Only say something about yourself if it ties in with what they've said, yet doesn't take all of the attention away from them either. And don't overthink what you're going to say, as long as it's appropriate. Say it, because it's not nearly as bad as you think it is, and the person isn't going to judge you or think that you're stupid for saying it. And remember that you won't be able to be a good speaker and make conversation with everyone. Some people will really not be worth talking to, so it's okay to stop talking to them and go do something else. And the people who are also good speakers and who also are genuinely interested in what you have to say, those are the people that you will have the absolute best conversations with.